Hollyoaks star Ali Bastian's breast cancer diagnosis comes just months after she moved to Ireland for a fresh start after a series of turbulent times in London. In Oak magazine today, she revealed she has stage 2 breast cancer and is now having weekly chemotherapy treatment, and then early next year will undergo a mastectomy and radiotherapy treatment. She said, "It was a total shock. I'm still trying to process it. It is the latest devastating upheaval in her life, which has seen her have to cope with huge change in the last year." Just a few months ago in May, Ali posted a poignant video on Instagram which showed her bidding farewell to her London flat before documenting their journey to a new home in Ireland and referencing some grief she had suffered in her life recently. She wrote at the time, "Saying goodbye to my London flat was emotional. I rented it first and then bought it a few years later. It was the most secure I had ever felt. I moved around a lot as a child and, for many reasons, often felt very unsettled. This flat was my life raft through highs and lows of my career. Through the madness of coronavirus, it's where my babies came home from the hospital, took their first steps. All the magical mess of life. The good, the bad, the hilarious, and then the heartbreak." The former soap star continued, "I never thought I would want to leave, but life had other plans. I had a very difficult second birth and postpartum period with my second, and in the end my little fam went to Ireland for a circuit breaker last year as my body just wasn't healing." Explaining how beneficial it felt to be in Ireland in 2023, she added, 2 weeks after being in Ireland, my C-section finally closed up. I was about 7 months postpartum by then. My nervous system finally had the break it so desperately needed. I was certainly suffering a major burnout at that point, and London life was just too much on top of everything else. When we came back to London, there were more turbulent times to come, and some tremendous losses that brought me to my knees. Too raw to go into. Somehow I put one foot in front of the other for my husband and babies. The job of performer and actor that I had done professionally since childhood has felt almost impossible to show up in, too vulnerable, too exposing. A little seed of hope had been planted last summer, and a daydream that turned into nightly discussions. Slowly a plan was hatched, and here we are now sitting in our little house overlooking the ocean on the west coast of Ireland. Ali, who appeared as Becca Dean in Channel 4 soap Hollyoaks from 2001 to 2007, moved from London to rural Ireland with their 2 daughters, Isla and Isabella, and partner David. In an earlier post, also in May, she said the move came after a year of profound loss, and the plan was to start a whole new adventure. Her Instagram shows she was close friends with Strictly Come Dancing star Robin Windsor, and she appeared to be very upset when he died in February this year, posting a number of photos of them together online with a broken heart emoji, and saying she would never forget their times together on stage. Ali will now stay in Ireland for her cancer treatment and is not planning to return to London. She is receiving care from the Orchid Centre at Cork University Hospital. And in Oak magazine, she is full of praise for all the medical staff she's met throughout the process, although she admits she still sometimes feels frightened about what is ahead.